Hi everyone, this is Steve Garofalo, and I am here today to show you around the Hypestarter system as we are officially launching our SaaS product. So let's get started. Right now you can see that I'm on the overview page. It's the default page when you log into your dashboard on Hypestarter. I can quick add events to the calendar right here by just hovering over the date that I want and clicking on that plus button. Or I can go over to the events tab here. And then there's a big green button right here to create a new event. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. And you'll see the new event form loads up right here. So I'm going to enter a title. We'll just do "This is a test event." We'll do a start date of Wednesday the 10th. It starts at 2 p.m. And then we'll put an end date as well. So same day, and it will end at 6 p.m. This event will not be repeating, so I won't check off this little switch right here, but if you do have something that repeats every week or every other week or maybe once a month, you can set all of that up by clicking that switch right there, and you'll have a whole custom editor right here. You could do weekly, monthly, custom dates, so you could do one by one, so that's very useful as well. And now I'll enter where the event's going to be actually located. We're going to go ahead and do Brightleaf Square just as an example. So you click on that and it'll actually load up the location on a Google map right here, so you can make sure that the event location is accurate and correct. Below that we have additional directions. So if you have any special directions that the event goers need to see that is beyond just the physical address, so room numbers, auditorium name, what floor they should go to, where they should park, things like that are all very useful to enter right here. Intended audience, this is just a little piece of information that you can give to viewers of the event on Hypestarter. Let's say it's only open to alumni of UNC, or it's only for students. This is where you would make that declaration in the create event form. We also have the option for a private event. This is just a simple toggle switch on or off. It basically just puts a little lock icon next to the title of your event to denote that this isn't open to the public and not everybody can attend. And this kind of goes hand in hand with the intended audience. So if there's any limitations in that regard, this is where you would make it known. So right below that, we have the description. I'm just going to paste in some dummy text right here just so we can get a feel for what it will look like. Admin notes, this is only for other admins that you invite to your Hypestarter calendar, so this won't show up on the front for any event goers. This is only for other admins. Tickets, if you're selling tickets to the event, maybe you have a third-party URL where they should go to purchase the tickets. This is where you'd enter that information. Same thing for the website link. If there's a web page that they can go and learn more about this event, or the official host of the event has their own website set up particularly to promote that event, you could stick a link right in here and that will show up on the details page that I'll show you in just a second. Right here, the bottom channels field is the most interesting. This is where you can actually add different event channels, which are location-based categories for different events. So you can tag as many channels as you want right here. So let's say we'll do live music. And you can see them getting added right below the field here. So maybe it's a rock concert. Maybe it's a free rock concert. So we have those tags or event channels listed right there. So if I wanted to preview what the event details page would look like, you can click on this blue preview button right here. And this will be basically what your event will look like to front-end users. You can see this is just a test image for right now. Your event image that you upload would show up right there nice and big. You have the title, the start and end dates right here, your different event channels, which you can actually click on and actually go to the event channels page. It'll load up all the different events happening in that category in your area. And users can actually follow these event channels, and they'll constantly get updates on which events are popping up in these different categories. So I'm just going to go back to that preview. So you can see export event users will also be able to export to Apple Calendar, Google, Outlook calendars, and things of that nature. So if they wanted to add it to their actual personal calendar so they don't forget, it's very easy to do. You can see the event description is right down here. You also have a nice little map right here for the location. Any additional directions that you might have entered will show up in this box along with the location. So let's go back to the form. So I have everything set up here, and I think I'm going to go ahead and publish that. So we will get a confirmation that the event's been published, and the next step from here is actually really cool. We allow you to share your events with other calendars in the system. So what that does is it will actually send them a notification with your new event attached to it, and they will have the option of either cross-promoting it, which will instantly make a living copy of your event onto their calendar for all of their followers and event goers to check out. And what's cool about that, I say living copy because when you make an update to your event, anywhere it's been cross-promoted in the entire system will reflect those changes. So it's never wrong information in one spot, different information on another calendar somewhere else. So everything is kept really, really efficient and very clean. So I'm going to go ahead and share this event. I'll share this event with Raleigh at Night. And you can see I can also include a custom message. So along with sharing the event, if I wanted to maybe explain why it would benefit them to share our event with their people, I would leave that message right here. I'm going to leave this blank for right now. And you also see we have the recommended calendars here on the right. And these are calendars that I've shared events with in the past, and whoever the system thinks is the most common people to be sharing events with, it will give you the suggestions right here on the right. So I'm going to click on Share Event. So that's been shared. It'll bring us back to our events page, and you can see this is the newly created event right here. So I'm actually going to switch over to Raleigh at Night, and you can see I have a notification right up here that an event's been shared with you. You can cross-promote it right here, or you can ignore it. And when you cross-promote, like I said, it'll get added to the calendar right here. You can see the little cross-promote icons of all the different events that we've cross-promoted onto this calendar. So that's a really unique feature of Hypestarter, and one that we're really excited about. I'm going to go back to the Hypestarter calendar now. Now, with this event that we just created, we could do some really cool things with the system as well. We can go down to social media, and we can create a new campaign. And I've already connected our Twitter account, which you could do in connected accounts right down here. So it's asking me which event I want to start a campaign for. So I'm going to click on this event since it's our only one. You can see the event that we've selected will stay right up here. And this timeline sort of UI is to schedule different posts relative to the start time of your event, which is a pretty unique thing we do here at Hypestarter. Rather than scheduling it a certain day, certain time, you can schedule an immediate announcement. And since we already have our Twitter account linked up, it will attach the event image. It will write out a nice tweet for us, and you could feel free to edit this however you see fit. You have your 140 character count right up here. It will add the link to the Hypestarter details page. It'll add the date, the time, the location, venue, things like that. So if I wanted to add another post, we could do it 7 days before the event starts, 3 days, 24 hours, 1 hour as like a final reminder. And they'll just keep stacking like this in order. And once I want to schedule some posts, you just click that button right down here. And this will actually schedule them to go out on your live Twitter account to get retweeted and favorited and all that good stuff. So that's a really, really efficient and fast way to get your social media out of the way. And that's one of our premium features on Hypestarter. So when you upgrade your account, you get access to different tiers of the plugins that we offer. Social media, and the next one that I'm going to show you, which is custom embeds, are part of our first premium tier. So I'm going to go ahead to embed. We have a couple of styles set up. I'm just going to go into the settings of this one here so you can see how that works. So you see it's broken up into layout, content, and colors. So the layout is basic things like how you want the embed to look on the website that you're going to put it on. You have the calendar title here. You have the calendar logo image, navigation for month, and these are all things that we can turn on and off right up here with these switches. So maybe I don't want the image to show. I could turn that off, and you'll see it'll refresh, and it'll just be the title. Maybe I don't want the title heading, so now it will just show the month, which you can navigate back and forth for the different events. Sizing, it's always a good idea to just push this switch, make it auto sizing, so no matter where you embed it, it will take up the full width and it'll adjust accordingly. So you don't really have to know exact pixel dimensions, which is very handy. Embed max height. This is just so you can control how high the actual embed will grow on your website. If you don't want a very long one, you can make it a little bit shorter and it will scroll within that area. Relative linking is for something a little bit more advanced, which is our custom domain plugin, which is basically a white labeling system where you can have a microsite hosted on your own domain. And using relative linking here, we'll just make sure that all of your embeds are going to your microsite, which is branded with your identity rather than coming to the Hypestarter website. So you also have your options of all Google fonts and things like that to customize it a bit further. You can see the preview right down here. This is our sample event that we had just made. This is how it'll look listed out. You can also filter by events that you're promoting or events that you created yourself on your calendar, or a mixture of both with all events. So if we go over to event content, this is just more customization. You can choose to show or hide different things in the event card, such as the event image, the description. Maybe if you put in a ticket link, it would show your buy tickets button. You could hide that. So it's a pretty high level of customization that you can take with this. And then again, for the colors, you can make sure that the embed matches the website that it's going to show up on and things like that. So this is just a couple of really basic features that we've developed on the Hypestarter platform, and we're really excited to see people using this and really consolidating all their promotional needs in one spot. And we're just going to be adding more features to these plugins like social media and embed that you just saw. So as users upgrade their account to the higher premium tiers, they'll get access to more and more powerful options for them. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed your tour of the system, and we hope to see you on here. Thank you.